Hello? Hello. All right, there we go. You guys can hear me. No guest today. It is storming outside pretty bad. And so if I just suddenly cut out, struck by lightning and dead, just assume that. I don't know what I'm feeling today in terms of like me. You know what I'm saying? This is not a This was one of those things was like guys don't talk about their feelings, and that's all I do. All I talk about is how I feel today. It's part of my charm. I don't know how I'm feeling today. It's up in the air. Went to an interview today for Sylvan Learning Center. Trying to see if I can get a part-time position doing some math. Risu fun fact. I have a math degree. That's what I went to college for. I was a teacher for the first year out of college. I went back to my high school and taught at my high school for a year. It was a fun time. I actually my high school is it's a charter school, so they also own a middle school, and so I taught at the high school level for math. It was really fun. It's really fun, and in a world where we're struggling to get our tech jobs, I decided the household still needs some money. And yeah, just trying to get a part-time job with the tutoring stuff. That being said, yeah, I took the ACT today. That's the TLDR. I took an ACT test, and man, am I out of practice. That was a humbling experience. Like, I consider myself pretty good at math, but like minute per question math, that takes some practice and some like you need to have a lot of those techniques and a lot of those ideas like on the front of your brain. You know what I mean? Like I'm good enough in math to where at some point you get good enough at math to where you can logic your way into most solutions pretty easily, because like there is learning with math. I always tell people it's like there's always learning the formulas, right? Like there's learning the formulas, and then it's learning how people got those formulas, and then being able to take those puzzle pieces and constantly, like, it's like Legos, right? Like you follow the Lego instructions and you can build a spaceship. But if you just kind of know how all those pieces apply to each other, you don't need the instructions anymore. That, there's definitely some negatives there in terms of like you probably aren't going to do it as fast without the instructions, but you still are going to get to the same end result, which is what makes math beautiful, right? That being said, I am a lot slower at math than I should be. So hopefully they liked me enough. It helps to be bilingual for a lot of these things, especially in Orlando, I'll tell you that. So again, it still surprises everyone that like, yes, I am fluent Spanish. I don't know if I just give off just pure gringo vibes? Probably. That's probably it. I can say that. I don't know where that whole conversation was supposed to lead up to, other than that's just what's on my brain today. And it's still thundering. I don't know if you guys hear that. It is like it is bad. Oh, we're also trying to get a car, which is like, ugh. Like, I gotta tell you, Chad, I've never, and I don't know why this is, let's talk about Risu Hour. 100%, this is still the Digimon TCG Eagles Nest webcam tournament. Well, soon to be not Thursday, but we'll talk about that later. Every Monday, and for now, for a couple more weeks, every Thursday. Digimon TCG stuff, but I don't know. Front of my brain is the things that happen to me, so sorry about that. It is 8 o'clock, so our players are probably having their player meeting. Let me see where we're at with all that. I guess I'll get the music started. There you guys go. Wait, is it playing? It is playing. Cool. Where am I at? We're looking at where we are with signups. Not a lot of people tonight, and that kind of makes sense, which is probably why we're going into what we're talking about a little later today. Let's see, I got here. I need tonight's link. Tonight's link is I always get the wrong. I always forget to update my thing. Is that today's? Tonight. Yes, this is tonight's stream. What am I doing? This is tonight's stream. How many people registered tonight? Pairings. Oh god. Am I dumb? No. I have the wrong link. There we go. Thursday. Pairings. Yeah, we have 10 people tonight, so not a lot of people. Which is why I want to talk about what the changes that are coming. We are going to. I think it's very important. I'm probably gonna say this a couple times. Eagle has asked me to make sure people are aware because some changes are coming to our Digimon weekly webcam setup, and we want people's opinions. So those are really gonna matter. I promise I will be more in depth about it later, but I want as many people on this and giving their opinions as possible. Regardless of what's going on in my real life between trying to get a part-time job and stuff. I don't know, man. It's just weird. My life speaking, the Eagle's Nest changes are great. Are probably for the best, I guess, for sure. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I guess I don't know where my heart lies in the world as well. So it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, let's go to. I'm just gonna go to table 2. As always, my chat's not up yet because I'm clicking through like 10 different things. What are we talking about? What's up, Wolfhorn? To be fair, being a blue player definitely smoothed out your toxic. Dang it, Risu, I already have to deal with East's mouth noises in Digimon videos. I don't need you to do it. Mouth noises? What mouth noises? Am I making mouth noises? Wait a minute. Like my clicking? That's like my thinking sound usually. Eagle makes fun of me because he's like, "Oh, you're Reese the squirrel and you're making squirrel noises." I actually don't know how well that comes through the microphone. Funny enough, but let me. Okay, yeah. No, that's I don't know. That's just my thinking noises. Let's see. Let me at least get the games on screen. I'm sitting here at table 2. I don't know what's happening. In terms of like. The people around me. Oh, homie's got like a Tyranitar on the screen. That's extra fun. So let's hide the finals button and oh, I gotta get the Digimon card back on there. Gundam card back. There we go. And I guess I'll set a time. This guy's really zoomed in, Mr. Duke. Oh, where am I at? Sorry, my brain is like fried. I got nothing else for you. It's just fried tonight. It's all that math. All right, so we got 48 minutes. We got 48 minutes on the clock. Let me get the timer going. It's actually 47. I lied to you. We'll put 50 seconds. And that's close enough, honestly. But yeah, no. Let me see if while the players are shuffling up, let's see if I could do an overview of what Eagle's got going on. There we go. All right, got 20 people watching. Yeah, let me see if I can bring up what I want to bring up the exact things that Eagle has asked me to bring up to the stream because once again, emphasizing changes are coming to the Digimon webcam weekly situation, and I want to just inform. We want everyone's opinion and what they think would be best for the community. So, first and foremost, I think I'm going to share it with the links and you guys can read it. But I think the biggest thing is after we are currently in season 6 of the Digimon weekly webcam tournament series here at Eagle's Nest. And in season 7, we are dropping Thursdays. And that's just how it be. We're dropping Thursdays. Attendance has been hit or miss on Thursdays. Like, you know, the Thursdays have always been our weaker nights, but Thursdays are now a little too weak, right? And we can try to incentivize. We can either put our focus on trying to somehow incentivize Thursdays more or something like this. However, I think in favor. So what we're planning to do is instead of having our weekly tournament on Thursday, we are going to try and approach this from a weekends situation. We want to do a mega monthly tournament, and we're gonna this naming pending. So we're trying to convert to we're gonna have every Monday's not changing, right? We'll still have our Monday tournaments, but we want to have a monthly tournament. And that, what does that allow us to do? Why make a monthly tournament? That's going to allow us to have it on the weekends, right? Every month we'll have a monthly tournament. It's going to be a bigger prize pool, probably a little bit more buy-in, right? It's going to be a bigger prize pool. It's going to be monthly, and it's going to be on the weekend, so we can get access to some weekend hype. And then on top of that, and it also helps that I think one of the things that helps with moving to the weekend is it's sad but true, but we are getting less events overall from the Bandai side of things. Like I feel like we came from a world where it's like every other weekend we had like a Bandai, like an Ultimate Cup or regional, something was happening every weekend. It felt like for a good bit. It's definitely died down. I don't know, it just is what it is, right? But the big thing that we're really trying to sell with this new monthly tournament is we can put it at a better time, right? On the weekend we can start at 1 p.m. Eastern or whatever, maybe time pending, but the general idea is if we can make it earlier on a weekend, now we can start, I've talked for a long time getting that West Coast friendly tournament, getting that European friendly tournament, and that's what we're hoping to achieve with a monthly tournament for everybody. Like maybe we're even able to grab some Oceanic people and get them on, and it could be fun and we're thinking it could be fun for commentary guests as well. Allows us to work with Oceania and Europe a little bit more, because like there's no shot we're working with Europe in the sense that God bless them being 20 million hours ahead of us, right? Like that is what I mean by like we can't work with Europe. It's just like they're asleep by the time we're live, right? here on reschoolsquirrel.com. So getting to make it earlier would heavily allow us to get someone like CNT Elixir on. Who else are I have people in my head, but I don't know if they're European. Like Digidread. Is Digidread European? I know like Security Check, I think is wait, God. Oh God. Are they? God dang it. Why do Australians and Europeans sound the same? Okay, so whatever. The point is, everybody with an English accent gets to now participate in commentary, which could be exciting. Also, but yeah, I'll probably go over this again because I do want more people talking about it and asking about it and giving their opinion. We genuinely want you guys to join the Discord and give your take on the changes coming to the Eagle's Nest webcam tournament series. How do you guys feel about the level 7 from Close and Pyramidimon? I don't know how to feel about it. My take right now is like, okay, the card is good, but like giant rock pyramid transforming into thunder dragon, it's not hitting for me. I don't know, something about it turning into a thunder dragon isn't hitting. Like I thought we were like just completely it feels like we're completely abandoning the whole like rock and Egypt theme for some reason. So like I'm a little confused. I feel confused. I mean, if you guys like it. Crazy static. Oh, hold on. Is it better? It's better? Okay, cool. Saying Europeans and Australians sound the same is why you have gringo vibes. 100%, bro. Like, probably. I just don't care. Seems okay. It's better. Thank you guys for keeping me in check. I appreciate that. Like, what do we got? We got Dio. Like, I haven't even talked about the game yet, but we got Dioboro and Alphamon. Nice. And this is honestly like seeing this level 6. This is the first thing I thought about. Wait, no, this isn't Oh no, this is the. Is this the CS Alphamon? No. Right? This is the Chronicle Alphamon. Yeah, this is the Chronicle Alphamon. Australia being another colony moment. Yeah. I just like hate like misnationalizing people. Like I want my heart wants to think that Security Check and DigiDread are also European, but like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I like you could be like, brother, they're straight from New Zealand. They worked on the set of Lord of the Rings. Like, how do you not know this? They're just like, man, I don't know you people. I don't know how much milk you like in your cereal. I don't like, why am I getting heat? Oh, the sun gods definitely are here today on the, I think this is the yellow, I think this is the Chronicle, Dorumon? Yeah, black, yellow. Dorumon hits the board for the search. Dread is from UK, and Czech are from one of the Scandinavian countries. Okay, so they're both European. Cool. Well, is UK European? Is that, how did that go? Like, wait. I guess technically they're still European, but they're not part of the EU. God, like, why does the world gotta be so complicated, man? Haven't we learned anything from Gundam? We're all gonna devolve into just being Earth Federation anyway. Misnationalizes, proceeds to refer to people by continents. Yeah, because your nationality is not your continent, right? What's up? That's like, honestly though, Wolfhorn, that brings back to like me and Eggman had like, or I think Eggman had this whole like, I think everybody in the Bandai market kind of has this issue, and I'm gonna explain. Like, all right, everybody, I don't know how to tell you this, but Mexico is part of North America, right? In every case, Mexico is part of NA, right? Except when it comes to Bandai card games, they're part of Latin America for that. Which, from a business perspective, it makes sense. They speak Spanish. Let's lump the communication appropriate to the language at B, right? Like, I get it. However, it is very funny. Water is wet. Yes, thank you. So like Eggman went into this whole thing of like, he was just like, listen, I know that Mexico is part of North America, but Bandai doesn't treat it that way. So Mexico is Latin America for all intents and purposes while we're talking about Bandai card games. What's up, Etherball? Etherball? Bale. Balia. Balia. Bale. No, Mexico's treated as part of Latin America for all of the Bandai card game stuff. Yeah, so that's, well, you learned something today, Wolfhorn. All right, so we got the Diaboro, we got the CS Diaboro on deck here, and and we check into security for another one, so we're gonna be able to security got removed, or is this one a security gets added? We minus the 8K. I need to remember how this card is. A day you don't learn something is a wasted day. That's not. Is that true? I mean, that's very studious of you. However, you know, sometimes a day, we're allowed to have a lazy day, you know? Sometimes I look forward to those days where I just got to curl up in the ball and like not do jack all. Mood, yeah. All right, so it's sad it's treated that way. A year ago, I think, they did the Latin America finals in Mexico. Traveling to Mexico is expensive AF. I bet. Like, yeah, no, like, it's not really a debate that I can get into, or like, obviously, right? Like, I don't like having to go from the depths of Chile, or not Chile. Chile? Which country is the long noodly one? Is that Chile? I can't. Hold on.
South America map.
That is Chile. Chile is, in fact, the long noodly one. So, imagine you're from the south of the boonies of Chile, and you have to go all the way to Mexico. That sounds dog shit. Like, right? Like, that is awful. Yeah, so like even like in the worst of what Canada has to deal with, like going to like Florida or California, right? Like those suck for sure. Like it sucks to be Canadian in that sense. It's worse for the South American to Mexico thing for billion percent. I fundamentally understand that on some metric it is easier to lump Spanish speaking countries together and English countries together, and that's just kind of like it probably is the best way and to keep like communication at their best in that sense, right? At least from my understanding. A break day is a day you relearn to relax. And all right, fair enough, Wolfhorn. This is actually like, we're talking about the speed of the game, and I'm not saying these players are slow playing, but like the game in front of us has been a very pretty slow paced game. Like we're doing 1 chip, 2 chip, and then just boss monster into boss monster. It's been a really interesting. It's been a really interesting game mentally for me, and we're gonna just digivolve in the back into Dorumon for 2, and then we're definitely in the back. So, but isn't French one of the national languages of South America, of a South American country? I want to say no. French is. You're talking about the northeastern like lip of South America. There's some French territories, and then like some of the islands, I think, like Guyana. It's like that, yeah. Like I mean, technically everything's touching Brazil, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, like because you got to remember, like there's that whole like where Barbados is, Trinidad. There's just like that kind of like, and I'm not saying all these places are French, right? But I'm just saying like there's this like area where like, I mean, if you follow, I think it's just like French settlement, right? I think it's definitely French Guyana, Suriname. So I don't know how to say any of this. I'm gonna be real. But yes, you're talking about that north to northeastern few countries in South America, I think. Someone can always correct me if I'm wrong. I'm honest. I'm a math teacher, not a geography teacher. Leave me alone. The main language for Brazil is obviously Portuguese. Yeah. Brazil's national language are English, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. But isn't... Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Okay, so it's like one of their national languages is French. Which makes sense. I think if you listen to Portuguese, it definitely is more French than it leans French, right? Portuguese here. Where's here? Like here as in you, or here as in your office? Where's the office? Anyway, we did we DNA? Oh, we did. Wow. And without promote, oh no, we ace. We blast aced. Oh, that gets rid of the, that's gonna steal 3 memory. That's disgusting. Right? Or did we already steal the 3 memory? Okay, there we go. We're gonna get the, oh, did we gain some memory somehow? Oh, we drew for turn. Oh, okay. My mistake. So we're just starting our turn. Ugh. Yeah, I think Alphamon's just got this one in the bag with the second stack in the back. Yeah, we're just gonna scoop it up. We're gonna go game 2. Poor Diaboro. Like, I know a lot of people are excited for Diaboro's, like, you know, support and stuff, but like, it's funny to me because it's like there's a part of me that's kind of it's kind of funny in the sense that, so the new Diaboro support is so good, right? It's really good. Like, obviously, if you had this like a year ago, Diaboro would be disgusting. The problem is, like, the rest of the game around them has evolved so much. DP minus, right? A lot more D-Digivolve exists now, and those are, like, have always been painful points for Diaboro. The thing is, back then, it was a little more rare. It wasn't premium. Things like that, right? Portuguese and languages like Spanish, French all sound the same since they are Romance languages, meaning that they get origins from Roman. Yeah. I know they're all the Romance languages. It just, some of them, like how do I say this? Portuguese is way more bubbly, right? Like you go like that a lot more in French, or in French and Portuguese. That's why I kind of, that's like, for me, when I'm talking about Portuguese leans French in that way, whereas Spanish, right, is very didactic. Like, is it didactic? It's very pointed, right? Like, Spanish, right, for example, is muy bien, right? Like, very very like cut, and whereas Portuguese is muito bien, or something like that. Like, I butchered it, but like, you got, like, you bubble it a lot more. Like, you pop your lips a lot more in French, or in Portuguese. But I know, like, my Portuguese is not great. I know a little bit. Mucho bien in Spanish. Right. So, like, you get, like, we add, like, very like strong. I don't want to say strong, but, like, you get it. Very pointed sounds, hard sounds. Where Portuguese kind of, like, slurs it, I guess. I really don't know the proper terminology, but you guys know what I'm putting down. Tongue and teeth. Oh, okay. Is that the official way to talk about this? All right, I'll use that from now on. A lot more tongue and teeth. Uses wide vocals. Okay, fair enough. As well as how the tone. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Probably not familiar with Alphamon's game plan either. Oh, in terms of what Diaboro's doing? Yeah, that's probably a good point. Portuguese looks like a Russian Portuguese, and the Brazilian Portuguese is oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I know there's differences in Spanish too. Like, there's Spain Spanish, then there's South American Spanish, and then there's, like, Colombian Spanish. Like, for some reason, everyone, like, anytime I speak Spanish, everyone's like, "Are you Colombian?" I'm like, "I guess. I don't know how you know that. It's the way you talk." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, what? All right. Sure. Honestly, find languages fascinating, especially local dialects. Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely a YouTube video or a Wikipedia article I've read once or twice. All right, just getting searching off down here in the Alphamon side of things. 3 triple rookie start. Just trying to search pieces. I think that, man, how do I feel about Alphamon? Alphamon, I think Alphamon's suffering from, like, for lack of a better word, crossbreeding, right? Like, they keep doing this thing where, like, every wave of Alphamon support that could, like, there's a lot of, like, Alphamon cards that kinda work for Alphamon is the best way I'll word that, right? Like, Chronicle kinda works for Alphamon. The new CS stuff kinda works for Alphamon. And it's like, well, when a deck hasn't been supported, like, genuinely since... Or like the SOC stuff, right? Kinda works with Alphamon. So it's like a lot of that crossbreeding, like when your deck hasn't been truly supported since ET9, a lot of this crossbreeding stuff like happens and you're like, oh, okay, I can make this work in Alphamon. But like the issues start popping up, right? Like your searchers aren't quite hitting the right numbers you want them to hit, and this and that, right? Like I don't think I'm saying anything crazy. At least they got something. Cries and EOS, yeah. Every time the memory boost and training conversation comes, Wolfhorn, I always think of you and I'm like, man, do we need a white training? Do we need a white mem boost? I feel like EOSmon just needs to get like a dedicated mem boost or like a delay option. I think that's like, at the end of the day, that's probably what they're going to do, and not so much that like we need a white memory boost or we need a white training. Like I think it's more that we just need like an EOSmon dedicated like option. Like and they're not avoiding that stuff now, right? Like we have the CS memory boost, we have the adventure memory boost, right? Like they're not afraid of making these kind of cards anymore, and so I expect to see that eventually. Also, when did we get a decent Craniumon? Did we get it? Why are we talking about Craniumon? What happened? To situate Spanish in Digimon, Spanish from Spain is OG Omnimon, Spanish from Mexico is like Alter S, Argentina, Alter V, Colombian is the... Dang. That's so funny. I'm still waiting for a good Craniumon support, a Giga Defense deck. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, are we having the conversation? Are we trying to have the conversation of like every Royal Knight doesn't have its own deck, really? Like, I'm still not really convinced that like, I'm not really convinced Lord Knight has its own decks yet. Like, oh, that's not true, right? But like, at least this new black and purple one has just been struggling, right? To like find an identity. Dynus, like honestly, all of them. Leopard, oh man, they really hate, like they really like all the Royal Knights kind of suffer. Like Magna has a good dedicated deck to it. All Force has a good solid dedicated deck to it. Dynus does, but it's never been really relevant. Omni, obviously, Omni DNA. Crania's never gotten really anything. Leopard has a line, but not really. Exa has its own dedicated deck. The Royal Knights are so annoying. Kentaurus has a line, but also struggles to be relevant, right? Like, ugh. Who else? I always struggle naming all the... I guess of all the Royal Knights, Crania has it the worst in terms of getting its own dedicated line and deck. Because all the other ones technically have something, regardless of it being good or not. So, rest in peace, Craniumon. I probably forgot one of the Royal Knights in that list, but whatever. All I care for now is the new Dark Masters deck already cooking. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Look forward to that. But what EOS needs is a field spell that makes Digimon also treated as tamers. That's Interesting. We'll have to see. I have to like mentally think on that. Dynus is meh. Yeah. Dynus for sure. Most of these decks, most of the Royal Knights decks have never been relevant. Crania is the cool looking good that was put on the shelf and most people don't even remember about him. Rocks. Can't wait. All right, so I guess I take it that most Close and Pyramidimon deck enjoyers, I guess Liberator Mineral enjoyers are happy with the new Lightning Dragon thing. So that's good. I'm glad the people that that deck is for are excited. I personally, from an aesthetic situation, as cool as a Lightning Dragon is, I was like, my heart was kind of leaning towards seeing like what would furthering that Egyptian desert vibe, right? I was expecting to see that, but seeing this Lightning Dragon, I mean, sure, I guess. I can't, not gonna hate on it. It looks cool. My heart was just expecting something else. So I guess I have that little bit of a void now, if as it were. Oh yeah, I was expecting an Exodia. Yeah. So I was like Exodia, like I threw around like Cleopatra or any of the like Egyptian, I say Egyptian gods as you say Exodia, but I'm talking about like Set and Sekhmet and Bast and all them. Iris, Osiris, stuff like that. Isis. It's Slifer the Magnetic Sand Dragon. Fair. I was expecting a giant beetle, like, you know, but like, okay, but you guys get what I'm putting down, right? Like, you guys, we're all in the same boat of what, like, in terms of like, that's what Risu means, and it definitely, you guys are on the same, like a Beetleborg. Hello there. What's up, Morgana? What's up? Isn't magnetic sand a thing? But is it like an Egypt thing? Like when you sit down and I'm like, hey everybody, let's have Egyptian night, right? You're not the one showing, are you really going to be the homie showing up with kinetic sand to my party, right? Like, look, I'm a tub of kinetic sand. Like that's not, I feel like that's not what the first thing that comes to mind is, right? Yes, there's iron sand. Okay, all right. I'm still like, all right. We're getting a little too literal for a fictional game. Keep having interference. All right, let me see if I can. Am I back? Are we okay? Okay, cool. I mean, only Pyramidi is the Egyptian guy in the line. Everything else is just sand. I mean, sure, but it's like when your capstone Digimon is a pyramid, right? Then that recontextualizes everything before it, and you're like, oh, this is like an Egypt turtle. Oh, this is Egyptian sand, right? This is, right? Like this is a desert. This is a desert theme, Egypt, right? Like it contextualizes it all that way. And I don't think I feel like magnetic sand is not like instantly like, I found that on my trip to the Sahara Desert. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Yes, they do have that, but they're still in deserts. And I don't think Mesoamerica has thunder dragons. Right? I don't know. Also, yes, they have pyramids, but not in the same way. They're not structured the same way as Pyramidimon, right? The Mesoamerican pyramids are more decorated in that sense, where the Pyramidi is clearly like an Egyptian pyramid with like the straight angles. Mesoamerican pyramids are stepped, as far as I understand it, right? Tiered, layered. You know what I'm talking about. Quetzalcoatl is a wind dragon, isn't it? It's like it controls the wind and stuff. Oh, I guess he storms. So like thunder goes with them. He's like rain. He's like a rain god too. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, how many times when you speak Spanish have people assumed you're a Mexican? Mexican. Not often, actually. I don't get it. To be fair, I'm from Florida and we have a very heavy like I feel like the whole people assume you're Mexican is more like comes from more of like Texas, California, Arizona, Nevada, like that area. I feel like that stereotype happens more out west where, funny enough, Mexico is. Whereas like here on the East Coast, like no one really assumes you're like you speak Spanish. No one really assumes one or the other, right? Like because it's like we have Puerto Rico, we have Brazil, like Brazil and and Colombia have plenty of little like outcroppings, even in up to New York, plenty. So like on the East Coast, it's not like the assumption you're Mexican just doesn't happen as much as I think. Like if you, I feel like that's mostly a West Coast-ish thing or West thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would say it's never happened enough into a significant value for me. In Florida, you're Hispanic or you something or Hispanic till proven otherwise. That's probably yeah, that's probably it. The Liberator 7s are actually level 6s that are treated like 7s because Liberator is a TCG media and they want the archetypes to function properly. Is that true? I mean, I could see, I know, I read that paragraph, I understand what you're saying. Is that true though? I have no idea. I guess I don't follow Liberator enough. I guess in the sense that like, for the Liberator decks, for them to work, they needed level 6s for the card game, right? So like, we didn't get the traditional like, oh, the big reveal of what their big boss monster is, right? So they were like, from frame 1, we already knew what their level 6, their megas were, right? Where in most Digimon media, like finding out what the mega is like a whole big thing. Like, right, with Beat Break, we're not going to find out what the level 6s or the megas for those Digimon are for a long time because it works for the anime in that way. Whereas for the, I guess I kind of see what you're saying. So like, we should be looking at these decks as if the level 7s are the like, what would normally be like Nyan Boot is supposed to be Sakuya, right? In equivalence in terms of story, theming, everything. I guess I kind of see what you're going with that. Okay. All right. I feel what you guys are putting down, I think. Almost all level 7s have been DNAs. Burst modes are not, right? Crimson is not. Blast mode is not. You're probably still right. Most level 7s are DNAs. Fanglong? I think it's like half and half, I would have to say. Armageddon. I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I'm just trying to prove that it's a little more half and half than just saying most are DNAs, right?
Actually, Risu Armageddon is the DNA of Deoboromon, and I don't give up on.
Paladin counts as an evolution or just a different posture of fighter mode. Well, I feel like Paladin is on the same is in the same conversation as Crimson mode, right? Or Blast mode, where it's like this extra thing allowed them to go level 7, right? Like the power of Omnimon allows fighter mode to go level 7. Same with the burst modes from season 5, right? Yeah. Crimson Brits got it. Ario. Rilo. I don't. You know who you are, Mr. Pink background icon. Pink? Purple. I don't know. Pink and purple can be pretty similar. Yeah, all right. I think I'm feeling the idea that like the level 7s can be air quotes the level 6s for most traditional Digimon lines. So yeah. I was still like my heart is still like what I was expecting versus what I got, you know. That's where like I'm not saying that Thunder Dragon doesn't look dope, as looks very effing cool. Don't get me wrong. The card is great. I think the players are done. Also, the webcam's not great. Looks like they're shuffling up. So Diaboro won that one. Didn't really look like Alphamon got their game plan going. Is purple almost pink? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, 47 people watching while you guys while we're seeing them shuffle it up. I do want to bring attention to some of the changes coming to Eagle's Nest. I wanted to, because we are indeed asking everybody for their opinion and their take, and as to what would cause us to have the best the best tournament experience for everybody. We are looking at starting season 7 by well, basically we're starting season 7 and we are dropping Thursday weekly webcam Digimon. And I put the link in the description or in the chat for you guys right now. So going forward, I think we still have a couple more weeks of season 6. So we'll still be doing the Digimon season Thursday tournaments going forward for a couple more weeks. But we are instead looking towards, I want to bring this up again. We are looking towards dropping Thursdays entirely for Digimon, maintaining Monday as always, because Monday's always been a successful night for us, and trying to attempt a monthly tournament instead. And we're going to have that monthly tournament on a weekend. Allowing that tournament to be on a weekend and earlier in the day is going to allow us to have a tournament available for the West Coast, for Europe, and for Oceania. Oceania might struggle because it might be too early/late for them, but at least like getting a better time globally for more people will allow us to be able to invite more players, essentially. That's why we were talking about the European nationality thing, or it's because I was also interpolating that, like, you know, if we do have a monthly tournament with bigger prizing, probably a bigger pay-in, but a bigger tournament, a more accessible tournament on the weekends once a month will allow us to have, you know, some European commentary on here. I could finally get Kent Elixir on here. I could get Digidread on here. I can get Digidane or Digiburst. It surprises me how many people put Digi in their name. But that's just definitely something I'm we're thinking about. By weekend, you mean Saturday or Sunday? I think that's one of the things we're still discussing, Carlos. And that's one of the things we want your opinions on, because if you go to the Eagle's Nest Discord, type !Eagle, and my trusty bot will get you there. One of the things Eagle has asked, has a poll out right now, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. We have a poll for how much money would be the right amount. But I think there's also a poll somewhere. I remember a poll for what day to do. I think the monthly, I feel like making a tournament monthly allows you the flexibility to put it on sometimes a Saturday, sometimes a Sunday, depending on when like it lines up for other people, right? Like, it gives us a little bit more flexibility to change it since we only have to do it once a month. A weekly tournament kind of has to be the same day every week, right? I feel like that makes sense, right? Or you can have me. I also do the Digimon content thing. Oh yeah, I could have you. Honestly, if you're let me double check. So my rules usually are for, oh yeah, you do plenty of content. Yeah, I can get you on. Oh yeah, I forget you're also my World of Warcraft homie. Oh yeah, no, dude, I can just have you on. 100%. My rule usually, typically, unless like someone goes out of their way to like ask me for getting a guest commentary, is like, I just want the person to have made a Digimon content video within like the last month or something, right? I want to like, and I don't look at subscriber count. I don't look at a lot of these things. I just want like usually, unless they're recommended by like a different content creator, and we've had those people on before as well. My rule of thumb is like, oh, you just made Digimon content, and I see you, like, yeah, so we can actually talk. Might even be able to get you on next week on maybe Monday even. So it's something. Just hit me up in my DMs. I know you're already in my DMs, but just say something to add yourself to the top of the list. When can we enter the Saturday event? I linked it. Let me see. Go to site. Go to site. The mega. Right now we have it set up for September 13th. Is going to be our first monthly attempt at a monthly tournament. We're also changing the pricing. So we're trying to do a point system and a prize wall system, similar to what we are doing for Gundam. And Gundam really loves the prize wall, and so does Eagle. And this is definitely goes into the territory of what Eagle does best, and Risu just kind of looks the other way and lets other people just do what they're good at, right? Delegating. The point system really allows us to, like, a prize wall point system, kind of like, think Chuck E. Cheese's, allows it so everybody gets away with something, you know? So you can eventually cash in your points for something, which is really cool. At least it lets more people have more prizing consistently, which is really cool. Can people from other countries participate? I don't care about the prizing. There's no tournaments where I live, and I'm itching to try my stuff. Tengu, so first and foremost, maybe I don't say this enough. First and foremost, at Eagle's Nest, we always accept people from any region. We're always, proxies are legal. Always, proxies are legal here at Eagle's Nest. So we even, Eagle, like, you just have to talk to Eagle about it, but we always we always find a way to make shipping work. And Eagle does his best to make sure it's like a good value, because let's be like, I mean, being frank, right? Like, the shipping costs is always the biggest issue there. So trying to find ways to help people meet in the middle at the very least is what Eagle tries to do for everybody. We've always allowed people. What we're trying to do with this monthly tournament specifically is offer a tournament that is just at a better time for more people. That's it. We've always allowed people from anywhere to play. The key thing is we are trying to get, the monthly thing is to try to get a better time for more people. Here at Eagle's Nest, if you can make our times, you are always welcome. And that goes for Gundam as well. That has just been that has been a moral pillar of what we do here at Eagle's Nest. Oh, it's your first time? Well, thanks for coming, man. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that there's more people. There's like, I'm still finding more newer people are still finding me every week. That's great to hear. And if you want more answers to your questions, join the Discord. I think someone used the command earlier here, like what's it called? Oh, that option needs a white source. Oh, there's no chronicle. Is that? I think a judge just joined for that. How do you ignore it? I forget how you ignore the white condition. Is it like you need a chronicle on board, or is it you just always need a white source? Oh, your opponent needs something. Your opponent needs a Digimon. Yeah, your opponent needs a... Oh, the tokens. The tokens are level 6. Were the tokens not there? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Good talk. It was not unless the Alpha Blonde player has a cool boy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So everyone trying to see everyone trying to catch the option misplay, but it wasn't a misplay because our opponent has a level 6. Woo! I always forget. Okay, cool. I caught up on chat. Cool. This looks like Alphamon's game, though. I'm gonna be quite honest. Like, we're gonna burn the security. Oh no, wait. Are we gonna burn the? Oh, we have double Oryumon in our stack here. That's amusing. That's amazing. So this is gonna actually end of attack give us the unsuspend. All right, we go to the end of attack. I think we ended the attack there with Arata. And how do we respond to this? Because doesn't Mega Digimon Assembly get rid of our Digimon at the end? Morgana is plagued tonight. I'll answer that for them. Belgian Blitz. Oh, I love referring to these triple colored Digimon by country. Doing well. Well, it's round 1. I don't know if they won their round 1. Let's see. Today's the 28th. Morgano did win the round 1. In fact, here at table 2, this is the last match before they just entered time. So anyway, I'll probably put the link in the description a couple times tonight. We are replacing our Thursday tournaments with a monthly tournament. And let's see if I can re-find it. Let's see. I have like a million tabs open, which becomes my issue. Yeah, Mega Monthly. We're calling it the Mega Monthly Tournament. Naming pending, I guess. Oh, the assembly sticks around? Okay. Oh, you know what? No, I know what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the Chaosmon one that becomes an inheritable and then says end of turn minus 20k yourself. That one's amazing. Oh, it's minus 30k? Oh my god. They really wanted to make sure you were dead. Right, so we got the D-Digivolve out here from the Dioboro side of things. Got the Overflow 5, which is always so disgusting whenever I see that happen. D-Digivolving level 7 aces is always just, oh my god, an intense witness. It's an intense thing to witness every time. Minus 30k almost kills an attacking black or gray. True. But then what they hit in security is definitely probably killing it. Just did digging, and the one for the 13th says registration's not open. Oh, okay. So when will registration be open? That is a good question. I think, again, the big thing is I think we're just trying to put feelers out. This is let's look at this as a join the Discord and like give your opinion on your interest on a monthly tournament. Because like, what if I think that the big thing here is registrations aren't up. Like, for example, today, Eagle, I think on the link I just gave out, I think the sign up is $30, and then Eagle today posts a poll asking what's a good price point, and people, $20 is winning. So that might change, right? What if everybody says Sunday's better? That's open for change. It's really open for what the players want right now. So while that link is supposed to be seen as more of an example document, I guess is really what I'm going to go with. What if the week after is better for more people, right? Just stuff like that. If he can make a stack with Rush, he wins. This works too. Got it. I mean, we're in time. We're probably, yeah, that's time now. What's up, Ryan? Anyway. That's exciting. You're watching the Eagle's Nest, Reach the Squirrel weekly webcam tournament series hosted every Monday at 7:30. Soon and join us for one of our final Thursday events, because we are moving Thursday away. That in favor of a potentially monthly tournament. Join the Discord to try to get more information about that. So soon to be once a week, and who knows, maybe we'll replace Thursdays with something. Maybe a little bit of Riftbound, maybe a little bit of Cookie Run. I don't know. Maybe some Union Arena, right? I know there's a lot of card games out there that I feel like could use a little bit of a community like this. So definitely something I wanna explore and be a part of. Was this the last one? It's going to be, I think, either next week or the week after is going to be the last one. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the full plan is. So yeah. That being said, here's a couple of other sellouts. Digipanda merch. Gotta love the sleeves. Have you guys seen the shorts he's been putting out for his new playmat? Digipanda's got the sickest playmat coming out. It is a Violet in Boots cross solo leveling playmat. So definitely if you guys like solo leveling, if you guys like Violet in Boots and Necromon, and honestly just purple good stuff, if you look at the playmat, a really cool. Yeah, it looks sick. So if you guys go to Digipanda's channel, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find. Go to Digipanda's channel, look at his shorts, and he's got a lot of fun trailers for that stuff. So definitely check it out, man. It's so cool. Here we go. Yeah, Riftbound is always something in the works here. I'll let you guys know. Maybe that's the new Thursday thing. Who knows? Scribble.io. We need to get together and do that again. And anyway, Shinsengumi this Saturday. We're doing Puerto Rico versus New York. It should be a blast of a time. I'm told Team Rookies is part of it. I'm part of it. Spanish and English stream should be really exciting to have. I think it starts at 12 p.m. so noon. It's going to start noon standard time, or Eastern time. My mistake. Noon Eastern time. Actually, need a yeah. So check that out. Become a channel member again. Times have been not the best. Like I actually opened today talking about how I went to a job interview today for a part-time math teaching position, and so hopefully we impressed. Hopefully they're willing to work with us some more and get some hours in for people if they're hopefully I'm what they were looking for. But help me not care if they say no, I guess, by becoming a channel member or doing super chats, whatever. This screen needs to change. I know DigiGuard United doesn't do a weekly tournament anymore, unfortunately, but DigiGalaxy on Friday is still alive and kicking, so check them out. We had one of their players on earlier today, and it looks like our players are already starting, so that's more important. Gameplay is always more important, so come check that out. Let's check that out. Round toast. And let me get the timer ready for you guys. Let's see. I have so many screens open right now. Ugh. And yeah, 47 minutes. All right, my clock's a little slow, but good enough. Oh, we just got the alt art for the metallic dragon guy, or the magnetic Dramon guy. Oh, that alt art goes hard. Damn, that's sick. You guys should check out the alt art. I mean, should I put it on screen? Maybe I put it on screen for a second. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Oh, I have to just like save the image. Ugh. Production is infinitely difficult for me. Download. Save and documents. Oh, I probably should have saved it in a more accessible location. Hopefully I find it easy peasy. Oh, I didn't save it in a spot I remember. Yep. I'm a fool. You're a fool, SpongeBob. Yeah, I gotta save it in a better spot. It is in downloads. WTF, mate. You guys go. That's the alt art. If you guys haven't found it yet, it's on screen for a little bit now. That thing looks sick. Yeah, I'm not actually interested in EX10 either. I'm gonna be honest. Like, as much as I try to be positive about the Digimon card game, I am not directly interested in any set for a while. Like, I gotta tell you, didn't really care about EX9 personally. In terms of like the Digimon, didn't really care about 22. Probably not gonna care about 23. EX10, don't care. 24, maybe. Olympus 12. If there's a cool Olympus 12 deck, I might be interested. Like a Jupitermon Wrath mode, that could get me going in terms of excitement. And then there's gonna be another Liberator set, and I'm like, meh on that. All right, I'm gonna put the card away now. Have you played more Cyber Sleuth? I played more on, was it chat Monday? I played a little more on Monday while we were talking about the ban list. I really do need to just stream more, just like off stuff, like just off Digimon card game stuff. I honestly, like, my thing is, I always stream like towards the night, like right now, right? I could probably swing streaming during the day a little bit. I just don't know how many viewers that kind of thing gets. Especially if it's not like card game stuff, right? Like, I feel like as much of an entertaining person as I feel like I am, I don't know. Maybe my reach is enough to where I can make it work. It'd be a really like, do we still hate Kick? Chat. Is Kick still bad? Is that still a no-go? I don't know. All I know is I saw a clip of Asmongold make Boo Goo Bucks on Kick, and I'm like, man, is that where I should be? Should I be on Kick? What about Venusmon? I'm not a big Venusmon like fan in terms of like the picture of who Venusmon is. I think it's better than Twitch, to be honest. Okay. That's interesting. And these yes, what's the capital yes for? Like, as in we still don't like Kick, or no, we do like Kick? I don't know what are they still like heavily funded by gambling, I guess? But hey, brother, I'm unemployed at this point. Paychecks of pay, $20 is $20, I'm oof. Kick started to get his Kick started getting its blank together, but they still have a long way to go. But any competition is good for the streaming environment. Oh, I see. Okay. They just let a guy essentially attempted murder a wrestler on stream and nothing happened. Oh. Yikes. They will always be funded by gambling as they own the platform, Lefum. Okay, fair. But like, what's the sentiment? They're like, I guess people like Kick more now. As in people like are more tolerant of Kick and are less likely to revolt against someone who puts their platform on Kick, right? Like, is that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are it's not like Twitter. Everyone's like mass leaving Twitter to go to Blue Sky, right? Like, people are slowly adopting Kick, is what I'm saying. Like, people are more accepting of Kick and that kind of thing. Tessero bricking on rookies 2 games in a row is devastating, by the way. You don't think people care anymore? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I feel that. Look up Raj Jackson's stream with Psycho Stew. Okay. I don't think people care anymore. Or Threads. Oh, is Threads? What is Threads? I feel like is that the Facebook? That's the Facebook one, isn't it? Someone give me a LE5 on what Threads is. Instagram, Twitter. Oh, okay. That's the meta Twitter. Oh, new Tumblr, Instagram. Oh, okay. I think I have a Threads account. Let me check my phone. For the record, another Risu fun fact while our players are setting up their rookie situations. I don't have an Instagram. I never had a Twitter. I guess let me preface. Before becoming a YouTuber and a content creator, asterisk, I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Snapchat. I didn't have a Twitter. I don't use Facebook. I fucking hate Facebook. I guess for me, I don't consider YouTube social media. And I also don't consider Reddit social media. So like in my mind, like I was very like, I don't care about social media. But now, like, because of the YouTube stuff, like, I kind of had to start making some of these things. Like, I don't have a TikTok either. I made a TikTok account for the channel, but I haven't really done anything with that yet. Maybe I should, but that's a different conversation. Where's Threads? I know I downloaded Threads. Okay, I guess I just don't have Threads. Oh no, here it is, Threads. Oh, log in with Instagram. I don't have an Instagram account. Okay, that's funny. Look at Risu rubbing in our faces that he had a life. I don't know, bro. Instead of... This is the way I see it. Some people have Facebook. I had World of Warcraft. Like, I'm not much better. I don't say this from a I am better than you guys point of view. I just degened somewhere else. That's it. Geo Phoenix Bird still here? Is it? This is Virus Imperial versus Sakuya. Unless we're talking about something else. Only got Facebook because my older family. That's fair. Like, that's what I honestly... Gucci, like, that's funny because, like, that's like my first... That's my first, like, counterpoint. Like, every time someone's like, hey, what's your Facebook? Let me add you on Facebook. And I'm like, brother, my mom's on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook. Like, who does that? I used to play WoW too, dropped it, and also reduced the social media thing by a lot. That's fair, man. Also, you guys got to remember, I'm old. I remember MySpace. I was a big MySpace, like, I'm one of the people that, like, I learned HTML because of MySpace. Like, do you know if Tessero is running the Shakamon top end? Tessero is the one that introduced me to the Shakamon top end, right? Like, so I would imagine so. Remember Zanga? I 100% remember Zanga, little puppy dog. Or what? I thought that was with a Z. Am I talking about something else? You're just talking about all those web games. So yes, I'm gonna go with yes. Do you remember Ask Jeeves? I remember Ask Jeeves. Was right before MySpace. No, I don't know then. For me, it was MySpace. MySpace was the first thing for me. Did you have a high five account? Probably not. Maybe I did though. It took me a while to have a personal computer in my own home, and once I did, it was like RuneScape. Like, that was like my big thing early on, was like RuneScape. That was like the only thing I did on the internet. RuneScape, Neopets. Those were my big two in terms of like what I did on the internet. Like Nick.com, CartoonNetwork.com. Like, who remembers playing the Teen Titans fighting game? MapleStory, yeah, MapleStory was big. That was a little later though. That was like after RuneScape and Toontown. Oh, Virus Imperial, man. This is intense. What is how? So, Tessera promotes and has a lot of memory to work with. Like, a lot. Like, we are okay. I mean, we just gotta hope we combo, right? And we can't play the tokens, unfortunately. So that means no OTK. But we could probably clear board, ruin mode. 8 years since Club Penguin shut down. Yeah, I had a Club Penguin account. I didn't really do much with it though. Oh, you're 40? Yeah. Well, brother, come, like, gotta be, like, I am definitely, like, in terms of age brackets for the Digimon card game, I'm on the last one, right? Like, I'm like, what is it? It's like 30, like, are you 30 to 35? And then, like, that's, like, after that is 35 to plus or something? Yeah, I'm 33, so I consider myself on the latter half of, on the latter end of the audience for this game. And especially with the content creators, like in terms of content creators for the Digimon card game, I think the ones that have me beat on age are, I'm sure there's one that I don't remember, but the one that stands out is Antics. Antics is older than me, but I'm pretty sure I'm older than Digipanda. I'm older than Eggman. I'm older than all of Hypercollis. Oh wait, no, there's someone on Hypercollis. One of them, I think it's Arby. Yeah, I think Arby's older than me. I don't remember Rio's age. But one of those two, Jarrell, I think I'm older than Jarrell and Ben and TJ. TJ's the baby. I'm older than Digishawn. I'm older than, I think I'm older than Digishawn. I'm pretty sure I'm older than Digishawn. Ride My Avatar. Battle Ready Inc. Am I missing one? Curiosity, I'm older than, I think it's close with me and Curiosity though. Or maybe she has me beat. I think, you know what? I think me and Curiosity are the same age, but she has me beat by a month or two. Something like that. How old was I when I watched Digimon for the time? I think I was in like first grade, second grade. I know I had my first Game Boy and I played the first Pokemon in like second grade. That was around that time for me. So I mean, I was with Digimon, like Fox Kids, the first day it aired. I was watching it. Like I watched the first episode live. Like I watched the premiere of Digimon. And then it was like the second week I remember seeing Greymon Digivolve, and then the third week I remember Garurumon Digivolving. Like this is like I experienced season 1 of Digimon like live, like week by week. Here comes Sakuya doing its thing. Not gonna be able to play tokens thanks to the Virus Imperial. Gonna play training. We've really got to go Ruin. I think that's our big thing, right? We got to go Ruin. Scramble. Are we just gonna go Shaka? No, we're gonna go Ruin. So that's gonna be the minus 10k. Do the one check. And yeah. Minus 10k, recover. Hatch, but it is past turn, and we'll just have to see. I think it's just going to be a setup turn for Virus Imperial here. Probably see, there we go. We see the Wormmon. Probably do we want to Digivolve into level 4? No, because you want your Wind Digivolving effects. So this is probably the biggest pain point of Virus Imperial, is that like when you're under even like just the 5k blanket, I say just, but even under the 5k blanket, like this is like awful. Like you need exactly like your rookies are just gone. I mean, you have the calling, so you might as well spend that calling memory now to get your stuff back, right? I think that's fair. Or maybe you just don't need to waste the calling yet, and your opponent's going to 3 anyway. You can just say pass. That's not gonna work that way. Yeah, I was gonna say you're under 10k. I went to the US when they announced Digimon 02, and when it came back to my country, no one believed me. We got it like a year later. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that reminds me, funny enough, That reminds me as a kid getting like the magazines from Japan with my friend and being like, oh wow, Super Saiyan 3 is real, Super Saiyan 4 is real. Oh, surely Japan is so ahead of us, bro. They probably have the PS16 by now. And like we were still on like PS1 or PS2. Like I remember all those little memes from like early days. Nice. I was a Pokemon fan at the time, and Digimon aired in the morning in Brazil. I skipped class to watch it. I got traumatized by Agumon pooping when he tried to use his power too hard. Never really got into the anime. Discovered the card game more after 20 years, and as a competitive Magic player. Oh, that's cool. It's cool to. I'm sad that Magic dropped Portuguese as a supported language. I still don't understand why they did that. I assume the Magic scene in Brazil is still pretty strong. Maybe it's not, but still. Maybe they just realized that like you guys got really good at English, so they decided to cut corners a little bit. So far, it's the best resource system I've seen in any card game. That's what I tell people, like... Digimon the card game, no matter where it's at in terms of how people feel about it, Digimon the card game is still... This card game is still the most unique card game. Period. Bar none. Like the way we make our boss monsters, the memory gauge, just being able to make your boss monsters and do something with them, like it's just and then the memory gauge and then security, like everything about this game is so unique to Digimon, and it's just the most unique card game, bar none for me. Like everybody's excited about like obviously One Piece is the biggest Bandai card game, right? But like the One Piece card game is very similar to Dragon Ball, right? Like it is almost one for one Dragon Ball Masters. Like obviously Dragon Ball Masters has evolved and has a million mechanics now, but like for the most part, you remove a couple zeros, your 10s or 2s and your 5s or 1s, right? Like if you know, you know. But that's pretty much what that card game is, right? And then you look at Gundam and like for the most part Gundam is just Hearthstone, right? And I'm not hating, like these are not bad things, but this is more I am more talking up on how Digimon is so unique to what they do, right? Even like the other card games, like was it Riftbound is very compared to what is Riftbound like? Riftbound is kind of like you at least see the like Marvel Snap influence, but there's something more. They compare it to, I think Riftbound gets compared to, it's not Legends of Runeterra. What is it? I don't know. I forget. I forget what Gwent? Is it Gwent? I don't know. There is a card game that's very similar to what was the online computer League of Legends card game? Legends of Runeterra. Like I think Star Wars is very similar to Legends of Runeterra or something. Like there's a card game that's really like that. There's like, you know, like it feels like most card games are copies of other card games. Like Cookie Run is Pokemon, if I understand correctly. But I'm probably talking out of my ass. I'm probably making some stuff up. But like you guys get what I mean. Like it's just Digimon's so unique. I played Gundam, felt too linear. It's set 1. I'll give you that, Carlos. I don't pass judgment on card games until like set 2 or 3, maybe even 4. Do you think the meta shifts at all with this ban list? Omnimon's still tier 1. I think Omnimon is still tier 1. DNA Omnimon is still tier 1. I do not think it's tier 0. I do think the meta shifts. Like I think Virus Imperial obviously has room to come back. Gallantmon. I mean, you guys got to understand, like The Growl loop stuff was so much of the meta, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, I think that's like, regardless of how you feel about what didn't get hit and what did get hit, fundamentally, Growl loop was so much of the meta. And I do think that Growl loop is gone. Like, I do not think that Growl, I mean, I can be wrong. Like, like, this isn't, my opinion is not better than any one of you 55 people watching right now. This is just someone asked and I have the voice and you guys are text. But in my opinion, like, so much of the meta was Growl loop. And so to just have that gone by itself, and like, I don't think Growl loop was particularly keeping Omnimon DNA down, right? If anything, I feel like the Growl loop decks were keeping down the decks that could potentially deal with Omnimon. So there's that. Thing I feel is people don't talk about decks and BANLIST in the way is it good if this deck is meta? Is it, oh, I see what you're saying. Is it good for it? Well, I guess for me, I guess the question you're bringing up, is it good that Omnimon is meta? And I think the answer is, I don't, outside of like the extreme scenarios of like looping Alter S, I'm okay with Omni DNA. I'm not okay with, I wasn't okay with the 30-minute, I guess I shouldn't say 30-minute, but like the 50 action Growl loop turns, right? I wasn't okay with the 50 action Sukuyamon turns. And clearly we're still seeing some of that, but like, I feel like the Sukuyamon deck has been trimmed down for sure. Like, it's not super problematic. I still have a problem. I'm sorry, Morgana. I still have a problem with some of these floodgatey cards like Virus Imperial Fighter Mode. But yeah. Royal Knights did get hit. They can be annoying, especially they like, at first I was okay with them, but then them having every answer in the book for any deck is kind of exhausting, but I think they got hit correctly. And that deck really abuses Omnimon X and how good of a card that is. So that's potentially a different conversation as well. Which I do think, like, listen, like, I don't know where people's thoughts on how good the Royal Knights hit was, but I will always tell people it had to be one of the white cards. We're talking either Omnimon, I'm talking Cool Boy, which those three, I don't think we're ever getting hit. That was not going to happen. 100%. So what's left? Both Omecamons. The old BT13 one was a one of at best. Maybe two. Not worth hitting. New Omecamon. That could go to one. That combo with Omni X is gatekeeping. Has been problematic for a lot of decks and is gatekeeping a lot of decks from doing well. Is that singular Omecamon under Kingdrasil into Omni X combo that is significantly been hindering a lot of decks from being relevant in this meta. So that could have been hit. Last Guardian, again, Omnimon X. That Royal Knights is basically just the best deck to abuse how powerful that Omnimon X is. Last Guardian to protect it on continuously be able to abuse how good that card is. Royal Knights of the Purge, the less new card, but is a strong consistency piece and helps you fix your Kingdrasil stacks with all these aces that are now being placed in Royal Knights as well. Had to be one of those three cards, right? So I think they picked a good one. They all had very good, where there was very good conversation to hit any three of those cards. They chose Purge. Not against it. Think they needed to ban Omni X and Crimson? Maybe. Maybe. I still think Gallant should have been hit, to be fair. I'm okay with the idea that Omni needed to get hit as well, but they didn't. I think Purge was a good hit. Like, is it enough? So far in Eagle's Nest Tournament Series, seems to be true. Seems to be Royal Knights is on the back burner because of the hit. Maybe we'll see in Dallas, right? If you guys are going to Dallas, I will be there. What's up, Bran? Not sure if Cope, but I've been playing pure D-Reaper, and man, I still love it. And we are enemies. I hate D-Reaper. I hate D-Reaper, and I hate Eaters. I hate both of them. Digimon should have levels, but they're not Digimon. I don't care. They're cards in this game. They should have levels. It's like not having a play cost. Like, oh my god. I hate it. 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 Gallant definitely needed hit. Yeah, I think they did personally, but whatever. They need to combo restrict Gallant, Crimson, Ace plus Omni X. I guess that might have hit Gallanmon enough. That's a good way to hit Gallanmon and Royal Knights. But needed is pretty strong, LMT. I'm willing to see this out in terms of, was Purge enough? Because I'm also not a big fan of pair restricting a lot. Like, I like it as like a very precise tool versus a blanket tool that we use a lot. But I could be wrong. I could be off base with that. So whatever. To me, I'm surprised that I'm surprised for Sakuya they hit the level 6. I would have thought they would hit the EX1, the EX2 Renamon, or this Rika. I thought they were gonna hit one of these or the Taumon, but they decided the way they hit. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, the pair restriction doesn't really do what they think it does. Like, all it means is like, I mean, coming like fundamentally, right? I think the big thing, the reason you did Valder was for 2 reasons. And it wasn't really because of the floodgate, right? It was 2 reasons. It was the plus memory for 2, right? You'd gain 2 memory back. Huge. And then the sec plus 1, right? Those were the 2 reasons that made Valder Arm the perfect level 7 for Sakuya. And then you're seeing Tessero and maybe others adopt the Shakamon. Why? Plus 1 security. Digivolve's even for a little cheaper too, so you don't need that the memory gain. So from here, I think they just kind of put themselves in the same position, this position of like, all yellow level 7s can't have sec plus 1, or Sakuya's gonna abuse it, right? Like, I think we're still in that weird. I think that pair bind still puts us in a weird spot. Did we lose? Or are we just reconnecting? Or was that... Oh, no. I guess Virus Imperial won? What happened? Huh. Okay. I'm confused. Chat, you confused? I'm confused. Did Tessero just quit? Not quit, but like throw in the towel? Like they went into Tau and didn't have the rest of the combo? You think Virus won? Okay. It was game 3. Speaking of Royal Knights in our undefeated table versus Virus Imperial. We swing and die in the security check. That's rough. Yeah, speaking of the devil, right? But like, I think Virus Imperial does keep Royal Knights in check. Like, is it a direct counter to Royal Knights? No. But I definitely think Virus Imperial is well positioned against Royal Knights to be like a 50-50 matchup. Right? That was game 2, right, Morgana? But then game 3, you took it? But Virus Imperial is super unrepresented. That was game 3. Am I dumb? Yeah. So you won. That's what I'm saying. You won game 3. You got 4-checked game 2? Am I dumb? I have you know how it is. We start a yap and I don't use my eyes. Yeah, you won game 1 and 3. I remember this. Yes. But Virus Imperial is super under. Is it? I feel like people have had the time to pick up the Virus Imperial cards now. Like, I feel like maybe this is just an Eagle's Nest thing, but also Virus Imperial just kind of like dunking on kids this game. I think we're gonna have a Virus Imperial finals. Looks like Virus Imperial won this 2-1. So let me see. Let's go table 3. Get to see more of that Alphamon deck. Looks like we're gonna have a Virus Imperial mirror in the finals. Do you think the deck has a complexity barrier, Morgana? Talking about Virus Imperial. Oh, we have Alphamon versus classical Machine Dramon. The Sagers are hard to find in some countries where they don't have regionals. Oh, fair. The only problem, Wolfhorn, is like the thing about doesn't Royal Knights kind of eat bugs because of Waryukin mode? You know those yogurts that come with... I guess I am muted, my bad. How long have I been muted? Oof. But, I've been eating mini M&Ms, and I was asking chat if... do you guys eat mini M... I buy the yogurts with mini M&Ms, but then I buy bags of mini M&Ms so I can add more mini M&Ms to my yogurt. Oh, I asked about Oryukin in the muted. It's an Andromon, right? That was an Andromon. I don't know how I got muted after that, but that was an Andromon, and then we go into Alphamon, and we're gonna hard play a Chronicle Rookie, and I mean Machinedramon hopefully has enough Machinedramons in trash. I guess this next turn with double Analog Man and our memory setting Analog Man, like we're big chillin'. Based, says Tommy. 2 minutes? I was muted for like 2 minutes? Okay. Thank you. God, I have to buy a car. Dude, I just hate this whole process of like having to like negotiate and look for a better price. Like buying adult things is so annoying. And I tell you guys that, like, there's just... Yeah, people that know me in real life when it comes to the card games, like I am very easy to deal with when it comes to buying and selling cards. Like I am not a haggler. Like I'm just like, it says $20 on TCG Player. You want $20 for it? Or it says $20 on TCG Player, or it says like, it'll say like, I don't know, like 20, 21, 30 or something. I was like, you just want $20? And then they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it's just like, I just try to make it simple. Like, I hate haggling, is just not in my blood. I recommend a Honda Civic. Had mine since 2014 and haven't had any problems. I am looking at Hondas. I want an SUV though. That's my thing. I want to be a little higher off the ground. I'm short, so I like being able to be above my competition. Also, the safety features on SUVs are a little better. I know you can roll over, but I'm in Florida. Probably not rolling over. But yeah, Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon comes down. We're going to play good old EX9 Machinedra, and we're putting Daipinmon, Metal Tyrannomon X, Metal Mame underneath. All right, so now we're going to activate the when attacking. All right, gain a memory off of that Analog Man to put a... Don't you put a card underneath when you do that? Is that not mandatory? I guess it's probably not mandatory. Do we only have one? Do we only have 2 cards in hand? Yikes. Emporial. I recommend... Oh, there we go. Risu, drop a box of real strawberries on your Yogri Kroger and watch the magic happen. Maybe I have to do that. I have to try that maybe. I'm getting claustrophobic with the top player in such a small fit. Yeah, the top player definitely is pretty zoomed in on their shenanigans. Finally deciding what to put in. Was that a Rapidmon? There's the Digivolve one. But you need a green tamer for the Rapidmon, don't you? And no Metal Greymon from BT7 means we don't keep turn, which is really sucky. And then that's end of turn, restand. Isn't the Analog Man supposed to put another source underneath? You tech 1 Rapidmon for unique names. Got you. The problem is we're just not immune, right? Like we're not immune to Digimon effects, or like we can be. What does Rapidmon do again? Can't be bounced, can't be destroyed, but you can still be DP'd minus and de-digivolved, something like that. I have Jet Sylphiumon BT18 in my machine deck. Yeah, I mean, they're interchangeable, right? Daipin and Jet Sylphy are like the same card for the most part. Yeah, my friend calls it the Infinity Stones of defeating a Digimon in battle, trash of security. Yeah, it does seem like whoever gets their Virus Imperial out first is gonna win the game. Does it work? I guess my point is, does it work here though? Like none of these other effects were good enough to try to do something about this Alphamon. Did we not draw another level 6? We might not have drawn another level 6. No rookie in the back either. Machine Run's got one card in hand, man. That is so depressing. My Funko Pop delivery is on its way. Yay. What did we just do? Oh, we just did Laplace's. We're going to do Laplace's Demon. I don't think this does what he think it does. Oh, does it de-digivolve here? Oh, it is. Oh, it is de-digivolve too. Oh, okay. So that does hurt. Never mind. And then we gain 2 memory. I mean, what are we trying to do? Invisimon support win? Probably soon. I would expect Invisimon support in the next Liberator set. I would not be surprised. Because when you look at all the main characters of Liberator, Invisimon's the only blue deck. Right? Am I missing one? Oh, no, that's stupid. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. No. Oh my god. Airymon. The snow stuff. That's just how much I don't care about Liberator. I'm gonna be real. I just don't care. You just can't see it. That's too funny. Are we not activating Analog Mans? Oh, okay. No. We got it. Okay, draw, go to 3, activate Analog Man, draw, gain a memory. Yep. Okay. Only gonna do 1 Analog Man. Okay. And then we're going to attack. I don't think you ace here. Ooh, this is risky. Yeah, that's gonna steal 3 memory, but I don't know about this. This is very risky. Do we have a machine if we... Oh, never mind. We don't have another machine Dramon. Oh, we're going so heavy into the other 6s. Like there's a normal, there's a Chaos Dramon. Yeah, and I think we're just gonna scoop it up there. We know it's over. Oh, is it 1 insecurity? There was 1 insecurity. Yeah, that's rough. One Machine Dramon in security. I don't know where the other ones could have been. But, like, if we had just had Machine Dramon in hand there, we destroy this board. We, like, absolutely devastate anything they were doing. Invisimon is the best Galaxy support ever printed. Homie, that's a crazy way to spell Mirage Calgamon, I'll tell you what. No, you're right. Also, mode changes and X antibodies are only the same level. That's true. That's very true. Omnimon X has Liberator in tray and is blue. Alright, okay, alright, chat. I don't need this. I didn't ask for this. Was about to say technically Oblivi isn't supposed to be a blue deck. It's a play. Okay, got. Alright, that's fine. Fine. Y'all win. Good Mirage Boy is in jail. He was just too good. He's just too good a boy. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we're probably going. Alright, we got table one's happening. Table one's getting paired. I'm gonna keep my eyes on it. I'm gonna get the cameras. But I just want to make sure you guys, I do want to end the night before this is our finals for the record. I do want to end the night by saying, oh, my sleeve is like rolled up. You guys are seeing a little too much. That's crazy. Thanks for being here, I guess. Thanks for being here, but most importantly, things are changing. And that does mean that here at Eagle's Nest, I think next week is probably going to be our last, weekly Thursday webcam tournament for the Digimon card game. But in place of it, we are trying to do a monthly tournament. So instead of a Thursday tournament, we're trying to do a monthly weekend tournament. So it's going to be a bigger tournament. It's going to be a better time. So maybe a little more West Coast friendly, a little more European friendly, maybe even a little more Oceanic friendly. Maybe not, but better than nothing, I'd like to think. I've always appreciate your guys' support. So I would love your guys' support for this next thing. And then this next thing is definitely going to be the monthly. So join the Discord. I always talk about how joining the Discord is probably the best thing you can always do. It's more important than subscribing to the channel, more important than pretty much anything else if you guys want to be involved. It is join the Discord and give your opinions on terms of like what you think. Is Sunday better than Saturday? What kind of entry fee are we looking at? Should it be $30? Should it be $20? Like all this kind of stuff is conversation that should be out on the Discord. And I just want to let you guys know our players are shuffling up. You're not missing a goddamn thing. But yeah, no, I always appreciate what you guys do. I always appreciate you guys just being here. It's crazy. I still never would have imagined that me live streaming would get this much attention. So, and here's the game. Poor Garuda X framed to write Growl X. I don't know about that. I do think for birds, for me, the real trick of it was, I was of the belief that Gravity Crush to 1 might have been enough to stop the Growl Loop stuff. However, it would not have been enough to stop the Growl Birds things. And so you needed to hit Growl X because of that. And they didn't do that, obviously. They decided to hit the Geo X. Or sorry, the Geomon, right? They decided to hit the Geomon. And so they limited getting Rush. But that still left us with needing to hit birds. And I do think the Garuda X, if you're looking at birds, hitting, and specifically birds, and not trying to get like cross hit without hitting the Growl X, you gotta hit the Garudamon. They really didn't want to hit Growl X for some reason. I don't know why. I personally, hitting the Growl X would have been perfect. Hits Gallant, hits the Growl Loop stacks, hits birds. You hit all of them all at the same time. They were all running that card at 4. So that was just my take. That's my take. Made Ancient Greymon go nuts already, and the Aguni took a hit. Was it Garuda X that did that? I guess it was. Was it though? I don't remember that. Leave my red parrots alone. True. All right, TJ Torres has got combo. Wow, this was fast. But TJ Torres might have the combo first. Virus Imperial. Here goes Virus fighter mode. Swing into fighter mode. Did I say fighter mode twice? Whatever. Into Dragon. And oh wow. This is round 3. Oh, I didn't change anything but the cameras. This is round 3. This is gonna be our finals. And our finals are gonna be untimed. I think these players are gonna be fast enough that it doesn't matter. I remember Angry Birds, but I feel like the combo was always Digivolve Aguni swing, right? Am I dumb? I'll still be playing Alpha Birds post-ban. Cooked a Terabad list that looks like Black or Gray with extra steps. The OP part of Angry Birds was the analog gaining back memory. Back turn. Yeah, maybe. It is a joy to swing for 5 checks with Phoenix X. That's also, I can see why that's fun. Yeah, and Morgana having to scoop this game 1. What a terrible mirror match. Ugh. That's so dog. Oh, that's so not fun. I guess we'll see what Morgana, like, I guess, oh man, it's not even about, like, can Morgana, like, how am I supposed to hype this up? Like, can Morgana Digivolve into fighter mode first next time? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's times like this where it's hard to praise player skill for me, where I'm just like, yeah, it's fighter mode first, and you win the game. Obviously, I think, I do think both these players are very skilled and they're good at what they do. It's just an unfortunate matchup. Which I hope this is not what our nationals looks like. I really hope this is not what our nationals is. Granted, we didn't come from like a really great, like we got off of the Asia, the Asian finals where it was like all Gyo Birds and Sakuya, which are 2 decks that are like everyone's kind of over. It's not like we're coming from a great format to begin with. Just due to how different the combo decks are across the game. It's so weird because for a combo deck like Virus Imperial, I can't respect it like I do like Yu-Gi-Oh combo decks. That's fair. The way you hype it is calling a fire mode speedrun contest. That's pretty funny. All right, Morgana digivolves into Shadramon in the back. That is a 20 frame loss. Gonna lose about 3 seconds on that. We're gonna hard play the mat. While it does, it's a frame. We lose like at least 20 seconds by playing that mat now. However, we will gain that time back by, you know, allowing us to get some time saves later. So not like we lose 20 seconds now, but we'll get over a minute back on the speed run time here. And then hard playing the Vmon. The Vmon's going to allow us to, you know, save. You know, that's the first setting up the trash with the level 5 is definitely the first split here. hitting it on by turn 2. Really wonderful to see. There's a guest for Gundam that's a speedrunner coming up right now. Like Eagle's got a couple guests lined up for Gundam, and it's what is her name? Oh, dang it. School Appropriate. And they're a speedrunner because like obviously I like to look up my co-hosts so like I can help, you know, sell who they are. And I was looking at their content, and they're like a speedrunner, so I'm trying to like memorize, like learn some of the speedrunner lingo. I'm not big into speedrunning personally. Like it was cool. I'm gonna be honest. For me, speedrunning was cool like the first time. Like I think everybody watched, like millions and millions of people watched like the first like big video of Ocarina of Time, right? The first big Ocarina of Time video. That got millions of views. I forget that player, that the person who played that ended up being like a Zelda main in Smash Brothers. I forget the names of everything. They also converted genders. I don't know if that's relevant, but that's just the big news story in my head about this person. So sorry if I'm drawing attention to that for no reason. God, what was their name? I don't remember. Whatever. And then like a year or two after that, like a following like GDQ, but by the time they started doing like 2 games done quick a year, I definitely stopped caring. I stopped watching. By the way, Master Duel World Championship starts in, I believe, 6, and in oh that sounds sick. 2 minutes and 40 seconds new world record. Carlos. Raw digivolving into the fighter mode is actually hilarious. For me, it was watching a Darbarian SMB1 world record in 2016 as my first exposure, but I'm not a speedrun watcher, just summoning salt. Man, seeing someone beat Battletoads blindfolded in a couple of minutes is marvelous. Narcissa, Brian, are you saying that's who the Ocarina of Time speedrunner was? Maybe it was Narcissa. You might be right. That sounds familiar. But I feel like that was like most people's entry to speedrunning. The speedrunning world was that video. Used to be Cosmos. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, we definitely that. All right, that unlocked the hidden memory for me. I remember the name Cosmos, and then they changed. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But it's so funny that this fighter mode was it's so funny that this raw digivolve into fighter mode has been enough to really like put the matchup on its head. I feel we don't have the trash set up with another level 5, so it's a little awful for us. Oh, we're going to demonic disaster our own fighter mode without at least attacking? Shouldn't you at least attack? Get the security removed so you can delete a Digimon? Wouldn't that be better? What's the negative of doing that? Maybe getting aced? Oh, they get to discard and steal a memory with Matt, maybe? Is there something I'm missing? I wonder. Looking at what to play. Oh, we even have the calling. That's nice. Calling's kind of nice, I think. Maybe we should have callinged. Oh, did we draw into the call? We might have drawn into the calling. So we demonic disastered instead. They could have popped the stack before the ace. No, they couldn't. Because it's only after a security's removed, right? Am I missing that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I caught you up, LMT. I got you. So we play Vmon. Trash a card. Oh, but now we can calling one of these guys. Like, probably calling what? The Vmon or the Shadramon? Okay, we're going to calling the Vmon. Bring back Worm and Fighter. Yeah. So then we can hard play Worm. That's going to let us digivolve into one of these level 5s or 4s that we need. It's going to be the Flame Dramon. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I see the lines. I see the code in the wall. Dino B, we have one of these homies in the trash. Well, I don't think we attack, though. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be Dragon Mode. Swing that boy. Now the question becomes, do you go... I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to say... And we're going to... Oh, wow, we're going to scoop it up on DJ Torres' side. Just understanding that, like, with the Wormon in the back, it doesn't matter anymore. Ugh, that's so painful. All right, so at least we get to see a game 3 here. That was a world record attempt by Morgana Kane into digivolving into their second Buyer's Imperial game. Any percent world record. Love that. 2 fighter modes in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, technically, they didn't make it to the second fighter mode, all right? They made it to the dragon mode, okay? The split is off. They're DQ'd. I think you know what? Maybe I'm just while the players are shuffling, maybe I'm just hater is always the word we can use. However, I want a different word. I want pessimist. Maybe I'm a pessimist, but I think something that made me stop liking games done quick, summer games done quick, is like they've raised a lot of money, right? Which is good. That's obviously good. Donating it to this, donating it to that, wonderful. However, 100% of that money doesn't go to, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but 100% of that money that they put on screen doesn't go to the charity. Like, people are getting paid salaries for, like, some of that money pays people's salaries. And I'm like, okay, so people are getting paid to do charity, and something about that just doesn't quite sit with me, I think. I don't know, maybe someone can, like, give me a perspective that I'm like more in tune with, but just it's hard for me to watch DDQ and them like praise themselves for raising $1 million, let's say, and like, oh yes, this is all in service of the Doctors Without Borders is I think the common one they do, and then me being the pessimist, understanding that, like, you know, someone's getting paid a 6-figure salary to do this, right? You know what I mean? Like, something, I don't know. Like, look, I don't know if they're actually paying themselves a 6-figure salary, right? But, like, you get what I'm saying. Let me see. I mean, once you have one out, you already have all the pieces for another if it dies. That's fair. LMT. Weren't the guys that got accused of keeping the money... No, the guys that got accused of keeping all the money was that the completionist? I think that was the completionist. It was one of those, like, achievement hunting guys. Yeah, okay. LMT is telling me it was the completionist. Lack of transparency is bad for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't. Yeah, I guess like put it in my mind, like like my famous brain. My brain always has this scene of like people don't like, oh, I'm gonna donate $1,000, and then they read the stories on screen. And like the story is like, oh, my mother and my father and my aunt's uncle all died of breast cancer. Thank you guys for doing what you do. I'm soon gonna die of breast cancer too. So I'm donating my last. I'm exaggerating, and I'm not doing it for humor. This is how my brain like recreates a story by exaggerating. And like, oh, I'm gonna die too, and it's real sad. And then it's like they donate that $1,000, and in my brain, I'm like, you're paying for like the CEO's like, you know, like Hawaii vacation with that $1,000, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, ugh, I don't know. I probably just have a wrong take here. I don't know. That's just where my brain goes. Anyway, looks like TJ Torres is gonna have the first Imperial Dramon. Maybe we don't see fighter. We are attacking though. AK into AK, potentially get the discard. AK, we die, but we do get the partition, right? Oh, and we get the 2 analog youths here. Gonna play a Wormmon. Probably means, oh wow, that's a good hit. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh, we don't partition there. Sorry, you don't partition because partition is by battle, whatever. Or not by battle, blah, 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 blah. Well, we play the Worm, Digivolve into Flame, or Shadramon. Worm into Shadra. For 1 again, it's still our turn. We can just DNA again if we have it. Yeah. And we don't even need shenanigans. Yeah, like we don't need Dino B in this scenario. Do me a favor and Digivolve in the back though. Okay. Oh, okay. We just have the Dino B. Sure. Why? F it. Dino B, bring back Dino B. We're going to attack. Shouldn't the Paildramon trigger here and DNA? Or is the Paildramon not by battle? Am I confusing that for Dino B? Okay, that's disgusting. All right, Morgana wins. That's crazy. What's this, Yu-Gi-Oh? I saw in the fighter. I didn't see what they trashed. They hadn't trashed. Oh, they're set. You don't get partition from battle. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I had it backwards when I said it out loud. So many things so for free. Yeah, that was a little wild. That was intense how fast that was. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, Virus Imperial. Like, granted, it was a 3-round tournament. I don't think Virus Imperial is like. I think Virus Imperial is still okay in this format. Like, I don't think it's like. It's something to be aware of. Is it tier 1? That's questionable. Right? Like, it could be tier 1. There's definitely other decks in the format that can handle it. It's just, that was our finals, and that's how that mirror match goes. Remember, it was only a 3-round tournament, so can it pull this off in a 6-9 round tournament at Nationals is going to be the big question, right? Morgana didn't win? Morgana won. Am I dumb? Oh, sorry, it wasn't Morgana. It was the Morphomon playmat. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's TJ Torres won. I'm dumb. It's the Morphomon playmat that won. Oh, I'm dumb. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me in check. Pale is deletion. Dino B is bounce. So why when we got deleted by battle, does the Paildramon not trigger? I guess it doesn't matter. Really, I'm like talking semantics, but like... Stop gaslighting me. My bad. Anyway, last time I'm going to talk about this. This is going to be one of our last. Thank you guys for coming to 50 viewers, 50. I think we peaked at 60 something for that finals or something, which is wonderful. It's always amazing how many people are actually willing to watch me yap and watch our players play here at Eagles Nest. I just love Digimon that much, and it's beautiful to see. This is going to be one of our last. I think we still have one more for next week, but this is going to be one of our last Thursday tournaments, everyone. It's been a hell of a time to be able to do this for you guys on Thursdays, but we are moving. We're changing direction here at Eagles Nest. We're no longer going to be doing the Thursday Digimon tournament. That's going to open up room for maybe some Cyber Sleuth gameplay on Thursdays for here, the channel anyway. Or maybe we try a different game. Again, Riftbound, Cookie Run, Union Arena. That could all happen on Thursday. That there's room on Thursdays now to potentially do a different card. Neopets, right? Like maybe we're gonna have to see. But I think the most important thing is it's not we're losing essentially 4 tournaments, but we're bringing back one, and we're bringing back a monthly tournament here at Eagles Nest. Join the Discord. Always join the Discord. We are trying to see if we can get a monthly tournament going on the weekend. What does that mean? It's going to be a bigger tournament, bigger prize pool, bigger entry fee, right? It's going to be a little more expensive for everybody, but that's going to let us put it on the weekend. That's going to let us put it at a better time frame. The start time can be a lot earlier, allowing us to get a lot more West Coast friendly, so we can cover at least the entirety of the United States or North America and South America. And then, even then, I think there's some benefits in terms of Europe has an easier time of showing up, and maybe even Oceania, but I'm not sure on Oceania. I think it's like giga late for them at that point if we do it earlier. But anyway, for the sake of trying to get as many people a part of this as we can, yeah, that's it. Yeah, for sure. That's where it goes. So, this Saturday, I guess I do want to talk about this Saturday. This is the most important thing to talk about in my slideshow right now. This Saturday, join us for Puerto Rico versus New York. That's going to start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be a blast. It should be really fun. I loved doing Puerto Rico versus South Texas, so tune in for Puerto Rico versus New York. Brought to you by Shinsen Gumi Gaming. They do a lot. They love. It brings them so much joy to be able to do this for you guys, and it brings me joy to be able to help. So if you guys are interested in some content this Saturday, here it is. It's going to be New York team is bringing Peter from our 20. The player that won security control at Worlds, our world champion, Peter. What was that, 2023? Yeah, that was 2023. So our 2023 world champion will be here on this stage. So definitely check them out. And again, as always, please join the Discord. Join the Discord. We really want to get feedback on the change from. Remember, again, I'll say it one more time. We really are looking on feedback for the transition from Thursday tournaments to a monthly tournament time zone. Should we do Saturday? Should we do Sunday? We're also changing the reward structure to prize out more people more consistently. It's really exciting. So I want you guys 100% come out and join the Discord and give your feedback. I think that's the most important thing I could say. And yeah, thank you, Taz. But that being said, and then who knows? Thursdays are now open for me. So maybe we dive into more, maybe that can become our Cyber Sleuth day. Maybe, again, I'm also very open to probably trying to do a Union Arena tournament or Riftbound, Union Arena, Cookie Run. Those are the big 3 in my mind. Neopets also. I've always wanted to start a Neopets, but I feel like Upper Deck is not doing a great job with that game, so I probably shouldn't really bring up Neopets as much as I love that game. Hell, man, maybe we'll just do Commander Night. I don't know. That could be funny. Risu, listen. Time Stranger Day. That's why, brother. Why do you think I'm trying to push Cyber Sleuth? Right? We're trying to mess with the algorithm, and we're trying to do it right. I tell you what. But anyway, I hope you guys take what I said to heart. I hope you guys had a fun time. You guys made my day better. Started off this tournament a iffy due to just like coming off an interview and a bunch of adult stuff today. So it's fun to decompress and just talk about children's card games, man. It's always a blast of a time. Hope you guys are. I hope I made your guys' day better, because you definitely made my day better. And goodbye. We're clicking the buttons. We're going. We're out of here. Become a channel member. Helps me out. Helps me not have to worry about part-time jobs and stuff, really. But like, we're still trying to get one, honestly. But